Hey, Good Fox here with Mut Men, episode number 44 with the Texas boy. How's it going, man?
I'm doing good, man. How's it going with you?
Pretty good. We got a special guest star / collaborator with us today. How's it going, Cullenburger?
It's going great.
Oh, that's good to hear. So, we're gonna talk a little bit through the agenda. I want to talk a little bit about Cullenburger, his past, his future, and then into Madden Mascot, Guru. I want to talk about competitive Madden. Cullenburger wants to talk about that too. How to improve the Mut Auction House, the new player experience, Team of the Year, and then some changes for Madden 18 that we'd like to see. But let's start off talking about Cullenburger, our special guest. You know, I want to kind of know your history. Like, what got you into Madden and YouTube? What was the video that really got you thinking this could be a long-term thing? And do you see yourself doing Madden in the long run?
That's like 10 questions at once. What got me into Madden? I just been playing Madden forever. Like, before the YouTube shit, like, who doesn't play Madden? Like, I don't know. Like, just always been into sports games.
Yeah.
What's the other questions?
Yeah, definitely. So what do you see yourself doing Madden on YouTube in the long run? Do you see yourself evolving to something else, or what's your 5-year plan, I guess?
5-year plan? Like, I wish I could tell you I had a 5-year plan with anything, but I don't have a 5-year plan. I just take it day by day. I'm a day by day type of guy, for better or worse.
I got you. You're like Vin Diesel. You live your life 1/4 mile at a time.
I don't know what that means, but yeah.
From Fast and the Furious.
Those movies, I don't watch those. Like, what? Like, get out of here. I don't watch those.
You don't watch movies?
No, I don't watch Fast and
Furious
movies.
franchise?
Like, fuck out of here.
What kind of movies do you watch?
I like comedy movies and shit like that, but Fast and Furious, like, that's like watching like Transformers again, or like a new, like, them shits is all the same. Like, why would I watch that shit again? Like, what?
Well, that to be fair, that was Fast and Furious number 1. But all right, next question. What do you still like the game now in Madden 17 versus when you started with it? I
mean, at the core of it, it's a football game, and I like football games. Like, at the core of it, yeah, I just like it. It's a cool football game to play. I mean, anybody can nitpick it, but when you play a game, like, you're gonna nitpick it. So, I mean, it's cool. Of course, it could have a ton of improvements, but it's cool. I just can't, like, I don't know, nitpick and bitch about it.
Yeah. So that's an interesting thing you bring up with nitpicking it. Do you think that happens to most games? Is it the people that are most passionate that bitch the most? And then I guess one question I kind of have now that I think about it, do you talk back to the Madden devs? Do you talk with them frequently? Like, you see Toke did earlier this year with the little Jimmy movement. Do you have any?
Them niggas love Toke. I don't know them EA dudes. I never really talked to none of them, so I ain't got no interaction or real feedback with them. And then with the nitpicking, I mean, I just know YouTubers, they tend to nitpick and bitch about every little thing in the game, but that's just because they play it a shit ton. Like, they spend so much time on it, like, the slightest nuances bother them. So, I don't know. I elect not to bitch about the game and just take it as it is.
That's a fair point. I mean, overall, it's a good game. And
I ain't saying all that either. I'm just saying I'm not one that's gonna sit up here and bitch about every little thing just because, like, I mean, do something else if you're not enjoying it. Like, I don't know. It's not that serious.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying there. I think also what I've noticed on Twitter myself, whenever I say something positive, you get almost no feedback. But when you say something negative and how trash something is, you get more retweets and likes that way. So maybe maybe YouTubers and other people with big, social media presences, they see that and they see that the negative stuff bangs, so they end up doing it a lot more. What do you think about that, Texas?
It's kind of how that works in real life and everything. And, like, you always see negative reviews on stuff on Amazon. You never see positive reviews. It's always the negative because people want to see what's wrong with the product they're about to buy or what's wrong with the service. And people are more quick to post negative reviews and negative thoughts as opposed to posting positive stuff. So that makes sense. That makes perfect sense.
Well, that is unless they're sponsored by Madden Mascot. Then they'll post positive reviews.
That makes, yes. Cut that check.
And then I kind of, that's the first topic we kind of want to get into.
That's an amazing transition.
Yeah, he's great at this, man. Like, Gunbox is the greatest. He's the greatest, man.
Well, we saw the Twitter drama with Madden Mascot, and I think this is going to probably be the bulk of our pod. We'll talk with Cullenburger more about his YouTube at the end because that's one of my favorite topics. So with Madden Mascot, a lot of YouTubers put out videos. Now, are either of you guys sponsored by Madden Mascot?
I'm not.
No, I'm not affiliated with Madden Mascot.
Neither am I. So this is going to be kind of like an unbiased, far away type of conversation. So, Berg, what are your thoughts on this Madden Mascot, a new gambling site where people can buy coins and gamble on it?
I mean, well, I didn't think that it was a gambling site at first. Like, I thought that it was just like another cute way for them to sell coins to people, because there have been Madden pack sites like that before, and it's really not a gamble site, just more of another way to funnel you coins, I think, to a certain extent. Now, that site, I guess it is a gambling site, is it? Is that what we're going with?
Quote unquote.
I forgot the question. What was the question?
What are your thoughts on it?
Thoughts on it? I mean, I haven't really seen much about it or done anything with it myself. I saw Kilo from a Madden Tourist review on it, and in his review, he was doing great on the site. Like, he was making coins up on the packs he was pulling, and then they have that spin the wheel thing, and he hit the best one up on the spin the wheel, but he just kept spinning it until he lost all his coins. But even in his review, it looked like a pretty easy way to earn some coins. I don't know.
Yeah, that's fair. Texas, what do you think?
I promoted the site last year around this time, actually. It was one of these sites where, similar concept, you would pull packs, and then if you get a good pack pool, obviously you're going to get more coins. And so when I first saw the site, I'm like, oh, it's the same site essentially, but they added more things to it. My whole thought on the site is, why did they just add this to an already existing entity? Like, why do they have to create a brand new site and have people promote it? I feel like it should be a nice addition onto whether it be the instant Madden coins at the Madden store, whatever the hell it may be. They can just add it onto that and just get people to go to that slowly instead of trying to introduce anything else, because something already established is going to be received better than something that just comes out of the woodwork, brand new.
Oh, that's a fair point. So are they owned by the same people?
I don't think they are, but a lot of people have speculations that these people are.
All those coin guys like intermingle and interact with each other, but I guess the reason why you wouldn't add it to an existing brand is because you don't know how the community is going to receive it. Like, I think the Madden Mascot thing got a lot of negative feedback, so that's a prime example of why you wouldn't want to attach this to another coin site, store fucking site.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense, because the community did definitely. They were outraged about it on Twitter. A lot of people talking about gambling. Toke was very against it, saying looking out for the kids and whatnot. And I know, Texas, you had a pretty strong opinion about the site overall. Do you want to share that? Like, what do you feel? Is it okay that there's this gambling site or not?
Well, if we're being honest, Madden Ultimate Team is gambling. So if you're going to be pulling packs, you're gambling for a chance to get something out of it. So I don't mind that there is a site out there. My whole issue is the using of the word kids in order to inflame your argument to basically win. Because whenever it comes down to anything arguing-wise, you're not going to win not arguing in favor of kids. That's how that goes. So when Tote comes out here and says that you're scamming 13-year-old kids, or you're trying to get 13-year-old kids to gamble, like, come on, man. It's not just 13-year-old kids. This is like, our audience is not just 7, 8-year-olds that fort and drink out of juice cups. Like, they're grown men. And so, like, I feel like they're trying to get people on the site. Everybody. If you're going to say the site's a scam, it's scamming everybody, not just kids. I hate how they use kids in order to basically back up and defend their argument, because you can't argue against that. Like, there's nothing. What are you going to say? What can you say about that if you're going to argue against somebody saying you're going to mistreat and you're trying to misabuse your fan base who are full of young people? Like, that's kind of annoying to me. So I don't like that. Now, the site I'm not a big fan of, because I seen after what Sly put his stuff out and exposed that there was juice pack odds. Like, okay, that's kind of shady. And then everything after that, everybody's losing coins on it. But the whole scamming kids thing, I'm just like, come on, man. Like, we can have a macro level discussion about this as opposed to just focusing on micro.
So the majority of people that use that site have loss on it?
Well, it has to happen. If you think about it, same thing with Madden. The majority of people that pull packs over here don't get anything out of them. Same thing with the site. It's safe to assume that if you're going to be pulling packs over there, you probably going to lose more than you're going to win.
Well, see, that's the thing. I don't know, because I haven't used the site, and all I saw was Kilo on the site, and he was killing it. Like, he was killing it. Like,
I didn't watch his video. I read his review. I read Kilo's review, and I like how he started out saying it's an unbiased review. Then he just basically starts saying this is bad for kids. Like, it's not really an unbiased review, because that's your opinion. It could be great for kids.
Yeah, it could be Ovaltine.
And what's the argument that it's bad for kids? Like, what argument?
Because you're teaching them to gamble, even though Madden Ultimate Team is kind of
that's like the exact same thing with Madden, though. Like, so
but like people, I think Madden's already established. So if it's already established, if something's already established, it's okay. But if it's something new coming into the forefront, trying to do something different, people don't really receive it well.
So gambling on Madden is okay, but gambling on the site is a no-no.
Yes, because
Okay.
for one's not against terms of service, which is just a bunch of arbitrary rules that.
So now we care about terms of service as well.
It's a mess, man. It legitimately is a mess. I don't know why people are as mad with the site as they are, considering that they don't have to use the service, but I just don't get it, man.
Yeah, I think it comes down to the age old I don't know what you guys' feeling on gambling is. I don't care about gambling, and I mean it seems like the Madden developers to a point don't care about gambling unless it's hurting their bottom check. Like we get these predictor promos, which is essentially gambling on the game whether we're going to get coins or not. Yeah, we don't have anything up at risk except for our time doing the solos, but we also have there's coin games in the game of Madden. The Madden developers don't care about wagers or things like that, which is definitely gambling. So I think the biggest outcry is that it might be hurting Madden's bottom line.
Yeah, which makes sense. That's why Madden probably doesn't want people selling their coins. Did y'all watch Sly's video today when he talked about how it's basically gambling, and the reason why they call these things this way is just so that they don't gotta get file paperwork in certain states in order for the game to be played. So that's probably why EA cracks down. And I don't think it's the bottom line because EA probably makes more than enough money as it is.
Yeah, like I doubt those sites affect EA's bottom line much.
Yeah, not much. I mean, like maybe the guys with FIFA, if they start promoting Madden, then maybe it might make a big difference. But I think the EA still makes crazy money, and if these sites keep popping up all over the place, maybe they have to file some of that paperwork in said states in order to get this game able to be played in. Because this game is
in a lot of states then wouldn't be able to have the game of Madden if that was
Nevada
the case.
And probably some certain locations, pretty much.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, what are your guys' feelings on coin selling in general? Like, do you feel you guys stated that you don't think it affects the economy much? Like, I feel like it does affect it quite a bit. I know some guys who've made quite a bit of coin off of it. Berg, what's your general opinion on coin selling in the game of Madden? What
do you mean?
What do you feel?
Can you be more specific?
Are you okay with people selling coins to others, or would you prefer that they didn't? Because we all rip a lot of packs.
From coin sites or just from user to user or what?
Let's do coin sites first.
And you're asking, do I care for them? Do I think they affect the game or what?
Yeah. All that.
I mean, I don't really feel any certain way about them, to be honest with you. Do they affect the game much?
Like, so for example, last year I went on a little bit of a thing because I pull packs. I don't buy coins. When I go out and get these golden ticket cards, they were going for 1 million to 2 million coins, and this is from a lot of people buying coins from sellers, either peer to peer or from a website. Whereas I'm doing it through the game, so these cards are now inflated in value and now hurt my bottom line because people are able to just buy with cash these coins. Now, what are your feelings? Anything?
So,
I mean, golden ticket cards always go for a ton, though. Like, even before coin selling, like, they always went for a ton. Like, they always went for a ton when, like, there weren't even coin selling sites. Like, they always went for a ton.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm not sure if coin selling made golden tickets more expensive.
I don't think people are buying that many coins. I mean, if you got $20, you won $100K, you're gonna probably just do that, like as opposed to dropping $100 on 1 million coins or whatever the hell the rates happen to be. So I don't think it really affects the auction house too much. It basically just lessens the guy's grind time. I'm here for a guy who works 8 hours a day to get what he wants. Like, so it's annoying that if you have a real job, quote unquote, and you don't do this YouTube thing professionally, and you're ripping packs, and you spend $100 on pro packs, and the best thing you got out of the pack is, just a, like, what do you call it, like an 8-9 overall Le'Veon Bell's like $40K.
Wait,
like that's kind of annoying. So I feel like the guys that are going to do that are not going to be spending like all their money. They'll just go ahead and get a small amount as opposed to just getting all of it. So it's not really affecting the market that much. Plus, once you get the coins, people don't really spend all of it that way. They usually hold on to find something until they absolutely get something they want to have.
Yeah, but I guess in my mind, I heard rumors of a coin generator this year. Have you guys heard those rumors or not?
No,
I've
not heard
coin
that at all.
generator?
So I haven't had anything confirmed, but there are some maybe sites that have a way of generating coins in Madden 17. I didn't hear about this in 16. I know there was one on the PS3 because they had it hacked or whatever, but I don't know how it's done. I've just heard rumors that there might be a coin generator out there that a lot of these sites are getting their coins through that method rather than buying them off people? Like buying them off
Yeah, that's
people
how they've
is just
always got
keeping
the coins, I'm pretty sure.
by generating or buying them?
By generating or using some exploit to generate coins at a high rate.
Okay, and what are your feelings on that? Do you care about that at all or not?
Care about it in what sense?
Like, do you think that affects the greater game of Madden? Like, do you think that has a negative effect on the rest of us with the economy?
I mean, it's like I said. I mean, I've been playing Madden since before these sites were around, and I mean, like I think shitty pack odds affect Madden more than fucking coin sites. Like, I'm not that worried about people in coin sites.
Okay, that's good. That's kind of why I like having your perspective here. You've been around for a long time. When was your first? Was your first MUT the very first MUT put out, or?
I think I might have logged in on it or something, but I didn't really play it too much or too heavy. But yeah,
okay.
I've been playing Madden or MUT probably since the first one, almost.
Wow. So like, how long you've had your YouTube channel for? What MUT did you start, or Madden did you start your YouTube channel?
I think that was Madden 13.
So you've seen all of this like 4 times before, and it's good to have your perspective. Like, what do you think's, besides for the shitty pack odds, what do you think's changed the most since Madden 13?
Change the game? What's changed most about the game?
Like, yeah.
I mean, it's like you said, the biggest thing that stands out are like the packs, but I don't know. Like, I mean, they made sets quicker to complete. I mean, Madden each year is like, for better or worse. I mean, rinse, wash, repeat. Like, it's copy and paste. Like, I don't know. Like, that's just been huge changes. Like, I mean, I think next year they're changing the engine up, so that might be a different new experience. But we've pretty much been on the same engine, more or less, for a couple of years now. So I can't say I've seen just drastic changes in Madden over the past couple of years.
Yeah. I think since Madden 25, we've had the same engine. Texas, what about you? Have you seen a lot of changes, or anything grab you out as something that they've changed up for better or worse?
Besides gameplay, really, it's been copy paste for a better part of 4 years since Madden. Like, the only thing that's pretty much changed has been the Madden Ultimate Team, like the actual people that work there. That's the only thing that's probably changed over the past 4 years.
Yeah. Now, does it get like kind of like grindy over a time, and like kind of just, oh, here we go again, Berg? Like, are you excited for when a new Madden launches?
For a new Madden? Nah, not really. I'm probably more excited from like the first big promos dropping shit like that, and when Team of the Week starts rolling out. But I'll get gas for a new Madden coming out. I mean, it's Madden. It's gonna be the same thing more or less every year. Now next year, if they add a career mode, they get a new fire engine, they mix some things up. Hey, might be gassed, but for the most part, I mean, it's just Madden, MUT, and MUT takes a month or 2 to get going. So I'll just be chilling when it come out. Really, I don't really just be too pressed for it.
How about you, Texas?
I get excited that my subs get excited for a new Madden because new fan base comes in. But like me personally, like, I gotta do this over again. I gotta grind solos. I gotta pull packs. I gotta do all this stuff I've been doing. It's kind of the same thing. It's kind of like I'm kind of the Madden stuff where it's just I can basically just delete the gameplay off an old video and then put it on a new one. It's the same thing essentially. Like it's all it pretty much comes down to. Hey, I pulled an 84 overall elite. Next year I pulled an 86 overall elite. I just delete that gameplay commentary and just throw it on that one. You're good to go. So it is kind of. I'm getting kind of less interested in that, but this year they did a good job with the chemistries, keeping my intrigue throughout this entire year.
Yeah, no, I definitely know what you're saying, because right before Madden 16 launched, I'm like, am I prepped for another grind? Like, before Madden 17 launched, am I in it? Like, am I ready for this grind again? And it was like, wow, I don't know. Like, it's quite a big deal when a new Madden comes out. A lot of cash goes into it and whatnot. But let's move on to, the MUT auction house. Texas, I know you wanted to talk about that and how to improve the MUT auction house. What are your thoughts on that? So
the MUT auction house is pretty much when it went over to this particular format, because the Madden 13, it was much different than what we have right now. But you had to like search the card, and then it just brought up like a list, and you had to just scroll down. But I felt like the auction house was a little bit better because I think it showed mostly all the cards, so maybe there's less people playing in that particular game, so that's why you saw more cards. But the auction house right now is kind of too small for the community that plays it. And it's also very limited in what it allows us to do. So I was trying to think of like ways they can improve it and going forward to Madden 18 to make this better for all. Because like in real life we all pay taxes, and those taxes get used to like pay for roads and pay for teacher salaries and all those social jobs. Right?
Yeah.
We pay taxes over in MUT. They don't do shit for us with them taxes that we pay. So how about they use those taxes to improve the auction house? Even though it's a fictional coin currency. You know what I'm saying? That's what they need to do. Like, we pay taxes in money to use their auction house that's broken. Like, how does that make sense? We're paying for a broken service, and we pay taxes.
But, Cullenburger, do you want to handle this one?
That makes sense, right? See, I brought it all together.
But taxes are, like, the coins aren't real money. What?
What really? Don't do that EA terms of service
No.
nonsense. That
I'm
EA
just saying, like, who are they
has no
gonna pay
virtual
in
value.
Madden coins to better the auction. Like, what?
I mean, they can do it. Okay. These were jokes, but like, regardless, we're going to go ahead and say some strategies how they can fix the auction house. So before I get to my list, you guys got any ideas how they can improve the auction house?
Yeah, I could talk through it. Besides for paying contractors and Mut coins.
I mean, that's what should happen. But
Mut
coins
like,
is real.
Okay,
well, for real though, if you got paid 100,000 Mut coins,
what?
Let's say a day, right? You could cash out at the end of the week.
Wait, what? But how is that going to improve the Mut?
I'm just saying. Okay. They have value. That's all I'm saying.
All right. Okay, did you guys talk about the auction house? Did you guys hear that one bug where people are able to they'll sell those Team of the Year collectibles for 1 million coins because people accidentally there's a visual bug and people click the 1 million coin part of it? Did you see that?
Mm-hmm. People were accidentally buying those collectibles for 1 million coins, trying to snipe those Team of the Year collectibles. Yeah, I saw your video on it, and I've seen videos on YouTube. People are hot about that because how slow the auction block loads, and that's kind of like worst case scenario. You're trying to get something for 5,000 coins, and all of a sudden you pay 1 million coins for it.
Yeah, kind of trash. Berg, did you see those?
Nah, I didn't see that.
No. Well, okay. So my idea to improve the auction house is kind of just do it like a real stock market with a bid-ask system, so people could either put up a ask price, say I'll buy this elite for 4,000 coins, and then people would put up a bid price, I got that reversed. Anyways, so you could ask for a certain price, and you could put out your card for a certain price. So if anybody wants to sell a card immediately for 4,000 coins instead of quick selling, you can sell it straight to another player that has an order up for that card for 4,000 coins. So I'd make it more like the real stock market. That's my improvement to the auction house.
Okay.
I know other games run that way. Texas, go ahead and let's hear yours.
All right, so since the auction house is kind of too small, I think it only shows 100 players per page. And that's cool when the game first launches. But, like, for example, today, we all know for a fact that there are cheaper cards up than they show. So right now, if you go to the auction house on your console and you post up a gold badge for 100 coins for 24 hours, nobody's going to see it. Why is that? Why is that still a thing? Why can I see all the cards that are posted? Now, I know that's probably not possible, but it can be if they add a price filter. That way we can sort by prices of cards and see what they are going for. So I know bronze badges, I know for people are posting them for 100 coins and you just can't see them. And now they only go for 200, but still 100 coins can make a difference there. And a lot of cards are up right now, Team of the Year collectibles especially. There are some that are much cheaper than they show. So if you go to Team of the Year collectibles and you can see that they've been up for like 35 minutes and it's like 5K. They're not showing the ones that are up there for 45 minutes, 55 minutes. They're showing the ones that have been up there already and are slow at time starting to count down. So if you have a price filter on the auction house, we can actually sort down by price and get the cheaper collectibles, the cheaper players that we can see when the auction page fills all the way up with plus 1,000 cards, because this game keeps growing, man. Like, it's probably, I wonder, like, how many cards do you think are on the auction block, like, at any given time? Like, over 1 million?
No. I couldn't put a number on it without thinking about it.
Yeah.
Any estimates, Berg?
Nah.
Because I'll just say conservative. I think over 1 million at any given time. That's probably, and then on weekends it's probably just quadruple that.
You said 1 million on the
I
auction
think so,
house?
because I feel like there's probably more actually if you think about it. But
So,
500,000 people.
PS4, it's 1 million on the Xbox One, and then like 360 and shit. Do people still play on those?
I mean, there's a game.
Yeah, there's
them,
like
so
a dozen or two people.
Yeah. They buying packs too, but I ain't getting nothing over there because pack odds are still trash. But I feel like if your Xbox is 360 and PS4, you deserve all the good pulls out of pack.
360.
Yeah. So, but yeah, price filter would be what I would want to see them add, just so that way instead of trying to make the auction block bigger, we can just sort down by 100 to 1,000 coin range. So that way we can just snipe that way. Now that probably may ruin sniping, but I don't give a damn about sniping. Like, if you want to snipe your way into a good team, compete with other people now. So just getting lucky,
Yeah.
really.
That's great. Cullenburgers, any thoughts on how to improve the auction house?
Well, it's kind of like what you said. Like, I know on MLB The Show they have like the ask price and like the bids and stuff. You can do that.
Yeah.
Then I haven't played FIFA in a minute, but theirs wasn't too bad either.
Like, which one of those do you like the most in your experience? Do you like Madden's the best or NHL's or what?
I think I like NHL's the best. Like, I think on NHL it's super simple to like list a card for like a price that it's gonna sell at. Like, you can almost like auto list cards on there for like the right price. I'm doing a terrible job describing it, but I haven't played like FUT in like months. But I'm pretty sure you can damn near like auto list the card, and they'll list it for like damn near the lowest stuff, so it'll sell pretty fast. And I'm sure that keeps the auction block active on there. I might be misspeaking though.
Yeah, is that what the price ranges that they have?
See, I haven't played it in a minute, so I can't even tell you.
Okay. Yeah, never into FUT myself. Texas, do you know?
I have no idea what the FUT auction house. I just know about the price filters or price ranges that they have.
Yeah, because that was such a huge controversy. Like, so, I don't know, any of you guys think that Madden should have some sort of price filters or ranges?
Well, I think FUT got the price ranges to combat coin selling and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's getting crazy over there for FUT. But I feel like if Madden does add price ranges, I feel like we should probably get better pack odds because of that as an exchange. Because cards won't be as valuable anymore. Because the reason why we don't deserve right now.
Had like price ranges, didn't it? Or like caps?
I think there was cap. Well, no, I think you could post a bronze and silver card for whatever you wanted to.
But it was a cap that like you can only post something for like X amount, right? You can post it over what?
I think that might have been Madden 12.
That Madden 12?
I think Madden 13 was pretty much you could post a bronze card for whatever you wanted to. I think Madden 12 was the price cap for bronze, silvers, and golds and elites. I want to say I didn't play Madden 12, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't in Madden 13.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay. All right, so I think we want to move on to competitive Madden. Berg, you want to talk a little bit about this? Do you have what are your thoughts on competitive Madden? Do you think Madden developers are doing a good job this year with it?
Good job in what sense?
And like promoting it and making people care about it.
I mean, I guess they're doing a good job with it. I think I saw McDonald's is sponsoring the next event. They broadcast it on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, fucking ESPN and some shit. They're going to do it from the ESPN studios in Orlando. Like, I mean, I guess they do a good job in that sense, I guess.
That's pretty cool. That's huge. Yeah.
Are
they going to be actually on ESPN, the mothership, or are they going to be on like one of these ESPNU
I
channels?
think probably ESPNU. I doubt they're going to be on like one or two. Doubt that. Okay. But I mean, being on ESPN anyway is still pretty dope.
That way, yeah, because if you're on ESPN, you're getting views regardless.
Yeah.
So do you think these competitive Madden tournaments are good for Madden overall, and basically what we see in this Madden tournament becomes like the meta of Madden for the next month until the next tournament? What do you think about that, Berg?
I mean, well, what was the meta of Madden for like the first tourney that just passed? Like, what was the meta? Do you think that changed anything?
Yeah, I think we saw a lot more of the halfback draw. I didn't know about the halfback draw until that tournament happened, and I'm like, oh my god, everybody's running halfback draw. Also, bunch strong became pretty big. Now we're seeing the the single back heavy jumbo set coming into fashion since the qualifying. So many players ran that in qualification. So that's what I saw change.
I guess.
Yeah. So do you think competitive Madden? Do you think that should be the focus of the developers, or do you think they're wasting time on competitive Madden?
I mean, well, competitive gaming and esports is booming, so everybody wants to be a part of that. You see anybody with like some extra money starting up these esport teams and these organizations and all that stuff, and EA sees the big bucks in it, so of course they want to be a part of that. So I wouldn't say they're wasting their time on it. It's a good business move, but I don't know. Like it's like you said, it's hard to make people, I guess, care about it, and I guess that's what they're trying to do is make people give a fuck about competitive Madden, and I'm not sure if they've done that yet.
Okay.
Like, they've got it in front of people's eyes, I guess, to a certain extent, getting the shit on TV, but even as a guy that plays a ton of Madden, like, unless it's a handful of guys playing Problem, Mo, like a few of the big guys, like, I really don't give a fuck. So I don't know. Like, I can only speak for me, but unless it's a big guy, big name that I know that has a social presence, because a lot of those competitive guys don't have that great of a social media presence. So unless it's somebody I know that has a social media presence, really don't give a fuck about them.
So what's great about Madden is that like the same guys make the tournament every year, which is, like you said,
Problem makes it. A few of the other guys makes it, but it's also a lot of like I damn near want to say no disrespect, but blank faces up there at the same time.
Yeah. Sorry.
Nah, go for it.
No, I was just gonna say, like, are they getting more notable though? Like prior to, I don't know, Madden 16 or whatever, Problem was known as the Underground, but like you still are a bigger name than like every single one of these guys. Whereas like now EA's putting resources into promoting them on their website, promoting them on ESPN. Do you ever see like a competitive Madden player being like the biggest subbed on YouTube, or is it basically do you think that they're gonna kind of stay underground?
All right. Well, one thing, Problem, like he was pretty big with like that Madden challenge shit. Like everybody knew who Problem was from like the Madden challenge shit. Like I knew who he was from like the Madden challenge shit before I even started YouTube. Like I knew about him, and then Mo's I guess kind of an underground legend you could say, because he was killing the underground scene for a minute. Now, do I see competitive Madden taking over YouTube? I mean, no, not really. If you just look to other games, being the best at a game really doesn't put you over on YouTube anymore. Like it used to be the go-to thing. Like I'm super nice at Call of Duty, look at all these kills and shit, but like now people don't really give a fuck about that shit, in my opinion.
So
and also with Madden, it's not as skillful to be good at Madden as opposed to being good at Call of Duty or World of Warcraft or something like that. Madden is mostly just plugging like 3 codes and you're just good to go. You do this, do that, and you get an instant heat. Like it's not about being good really. It's just about following instructions, like you're putting together a desk from IKEA. There's no skill. I'm not saying those guys aren't talented, aren't skillful, but you look at the FaZe clan, you look at those guys are talented. Like those guys with the way they contort their fingers, do all that movement, that's true talent. The Madden guys are just, especially competitive guys, are just putting stuff together. It's not really.
I'm not gonna say that because like, it's
no
a chess game at hand. Because everybody knows all the moves to make to a certain extent, right? And you're trying to counter and attack and take risk and play conservative at times. It's definitely a mental game at hand. Like, I'm not going to say they're not talented, but...
I would say they're not as talented. It's like anybody can replicate what they're doing, I would think. It's kind of hard to replicate Call of Duty players, especially... I can't do that. I can probably, if I wanted to, get to where those guys are in Madden if I started using ebooks and started playing as competitively as these dudes are currently. Like I feel like that's probably why Madden is not as gonna take off as much, because I'd watch somebody that can do something I can't do. If I can do something, I'm gonna try to do it my damn self instead of watch somebody that can. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
But
that's why Call of Duty guys are doing numbers.
You bought a scheme from the #1 Madden player. Like you couldn't execute that guy's scheme as good as him unless you played as many games as him, and even then it comes down to like some instincts and just your own mental ability. Like it's definitely some thinking that goes into Madden. Like it's not all just ebook plug and play, now I'm good. Like it takes more than that.
Nah, I know it takes more than that, but I'm saying at the end of the day, if these guys didn't have ebooks, you could beat them. So what does that mean?
I could beat them now because I'm nice. Like I don't know what you're trying to say.
I'm just saying, like if you go play Optic in a 1-on-1, you're not winning, because at the end of the day, they're much better than you. If you play Problem on a straight up playing field with no nonsense rules, it's gonna be a close game. I would think it's not gonna be one of these games where you just get ran out of the gym. That's just because they have something that they're good at, and they're going to take advantage of that. And while these guys are going to be going to these games against these other guys that are good at what they're doing, it's not as impressive as other people who are more talented than they are when it comes to what they do great in other fields.
But like Problem and like a few of those guys, they battle back to get in every big tourney that EA is in. Why haven't they been knocked out yet if it's all just a matter of plugging and playing an ebook somebody gave you?
Okay, that many people over here playing, man. I feel like maybe once the EA gets more people in this, it might be different. But I want to see EA do this tournament without just playing straight up. I want to see how that would go, because I feel like that'd be more fun to watch as opposed to watching the same thing every single year.
What is technically playing straight up?
Well, just not exploiting what EA doesn't want you to exploit. So they can make rules for that. Call of Duty has rules why you can't use kill streaks, use certain equipment. Like they can have rules in place in order to make the game play how they want it to be played, like a real football game.
Oh, so
But
you like to see them clean the rules up, so I mean that would level the playing field.
I think that might get more interest in there because I think last year people were probably embarrassed watching everybody run the same through plays. Like it probably had to be hard to watch as a user. Like, yo, all he's doing is sitting this play, and the guy's coming in the middle untouched.
Trash. Was that year that they were all running that same AIDS ass blitz, inside zone, and lob streaks?
Like, it's all probably like that's probably. I feel like people don't want to watch that, but they do want to watch something that is kind of impressive to do. That's not really impressive to do.
But this past tournament, I think people all kind of had a different scheme based off their draft champs team abilities and like the playbook they got. That's like the one good thing about draft champs. It makes the tourneys more bearable to watch because the Madden tourneys used to be, I get the best team, you get the best team, and we just go at it with like the best teams, and that's all everybody used to rock. The draft champs, it adds some variety to it, some randomness to it, which is a factor I think the competitive Madden shit needed. But you are right. That tourney last year when everybody was running that same nut ass blitz and just spamming inside zone, that shit was trash as fuck. Like, shit was garbage.
And now it's going to get much worse, too, because going to salary cap, we're going to see a bunch of bronze linemen in the lineups with a bunch of high-stacked skill position players. So that's going to be kind of fun to watch now when I go going forward.
That's true, too. Like, I'm seeing a lot of people not even running O-line for salary caps. Like, that damn near defeats the purpose of salary cap almost. When you just, when linemen don't fucking matter in the game because that's just how Madden works.
Yeah, it definitely exposes some of the flaws with the game and the blocking and whatnot. And like in the first tournament, I agree with you, Berg, that there was a lot of good different plays that we saw in that first tournament. A lot of people had different schemes, and I think, and back to what Texas said with banning certain plays or whatnot. It's weird that they'd ban the field goal block because it has no counter, but the swerve glitch is still there. Like that's kind of, I think, the edge of. How do I want to say, defensible in the game, the swerve glitch.
Is the swerve glitch
like,
really a glitch, though? Like, isn't that just what Madden's user catch has been for, like, years now? Like,
yeah, it's taken advantage. Like, I think Volt, I heard from Embry the Ghost that he's been swerving since Madden 13. It's just this year, because the aggressive catch is so bad, you can't really do anything down the field except for swerve and get a good, have a high chance at a completion.
I guess. I don't know, but like I'm kind of like, I guess I'm kind of with that Volt guy. I thought swerving's been Madden since forever. I don't know why it became such a thing people are up in arms about this year. I have seen some guys do it to where it does look super OP, but even then, like it's a very high risk, high reward play. I don't think it's something you can just constantly duplicate and replicate, is it?
Yeah, I mean it goes. It's high risk, high reward, but it goes back to what Texas was saying with this doesn't look like real football. Like a player can't just swerve in real football and the DB will swerve with him. Like he won't just because the ball's going here and because the wide receiver moves right, the DB is going to go where the ball's thrown, not just swerve right and then get thrown off the ball's trajectory.
Very true. It definitely doesn't look like real football. And do you think competitive Madden should look like real football, like football you see on Sundays?
I mean, that's a really good question. I say it should be close.
Should be close.
Texas?
For the viewer, they probably want to watch it be close because they get you into the game. If you're watching a game that's close and that looks like, oh, I can do that, you're going to probably be more interested in playing it. If you look at a game where a dude's doing 13 different setups and then gets 3 guys coming off the edge and drops his D tackle and his left end in man coverage, and there's like 5 linemen standing still, not blocking anybody, I don't want to play that game. That's terrible.
I mean, even in real life, though, like, a lot of times the meta on defense now for like real life football is if it's like 3rd and long, just back everybody up and rush maybe 2 people and spot one guy. Like that's what they do in real life football now.
Yeah, I'm fine with like that's actual like that makes sense. I'm talking about the overload and the blitzes that just expose the fact this game is not coded where they want it to be. Currently, like they're trying their damnedest, but the game is people do all that nonsense. They expose the fact this game is basically kind of broken, and I don't think EA likes that. I don't think people who watch the game at home realize that. I want to get to a game that looks broken.
Do you think that people at home can tell the difference though? Like if you're just an average casual watcher,
if you're watching a tournament and you see like the right tackle and right guard just stand there and your quarterback gets sacked, in real life they drop back and pick the guy up.
Yeah, but that rarely happens in tournaments though. Like. I don't think did we see that much in the tournament this year where linemen just got smoked about their stance, didn't block a guy, and guys just
no.
Through
I'm saying that they're not blocking guy because there's nobody coming over them. I'm talking about the overload blitzes. The overload blitzes, your right tackle and right guard.
I mean that happens in real life too, though.
I know, but generally you can like adjust for that. In Madden, you got to do a lot to counter that. And if you don't counter it properly, a guy comes in while your lineman just looks just to stand there, which is again not real football. Like Aaron Rodgers, for example, when they played against the Cowboys that y'all lost,
what are you doing?
He told his lineman to go over there. You can't do that in Madden. Madden should be able to do that in Madden. This guy's coming over here. Go over there. That'd be kind of nice, but that doesn't exist right now.
Do you think they should make a rule to where you can only run like stock blitzes in like the Madden tourneys or something?
I mean, that'd be kind of fun to watch. Imagine that. Imagine the greatest Madden players, quote unquote, running straight up plays. You can't do any adjustments. Like no adjustment challenge, just Sly had on his channel. Like that'd be kind of fun to watch. I would watch that. I don't watch tournaments now, but I would watch that.
But then, like, what would the success rate of a stock blitz depend on? Would it just be some random fluke shit?
Random block shit or players. I mean, I didn't get into an argument about how ratings should actually matter.
Like in real life, if you're gonna send a blitz, like you set up the blitz, like it's definitely a process to sending a blitz. In Madden, how would you go about properly setting up a blitz to where it might come through and have a high success rate without the game feeling gimmicky or cheap?
See, I don't get paid to answer that question, so we're gonna go ahead and just ignore that. But no, with that whole like just setting up the plays, I feel like just run the play as it's designed. If the guy is supposed to be at the line of scrimmage in mid blitz, he's the line of scrimmage. The guy's supposed to be coming from the secondary in the blitz. Let him come in slowly. I feel like that's probably how it should go.
On paper, though, most blitzes should be picked up though. Like, are you saying blitzes should?
Well, no, not most. If he's sending 6 and there's 5 blockers,
so you're saying blitzes should only
be...
come through on Madden if it's an overload blitz and I'm sending more than you can block.
I feel like that's kind of how short just random block shit. But I don't think that it should come in all the time when your right tackle or your left tackle, whoever's just free not blocking by just standing there. Not even making an effort to block. Don't most of the
competitive guys know how to counter blitzes? Like if you're a top competitive guy, then you should know how to counter a blitz.
Motion a guy.
Yeah.
Slide left when you block your halfback, all that nonsense. But I'm just saying as a viewer, you'd rather watch probably more realistic football as opposed to what you're watching with these tournaments, which is not realistic football in any sense.
So you've never watched Madden tourney and been like, damn.
No, I checked them out. I don't watch them straight through. Like I'll go back. I watched the Problem versus Stiff game. I watched that one, and that was mostly the same setup over and over again. So,
yeah. I mean, like the DTA gap blitz last year that Rex said his boss came and talked to him about. Like, why is this in the game right here? So like not always, Problem got beat on that DTA blitz. So they don't always know every adjustment to the blitzes. The high end competitive players sometimes you get taken for advantage. I mean, we talked about that a little bit ago. But I just want to say like Nanos being out of the game. What is your opinion? Did you care for Nanos at all, Berg?
Are they out of the game this year? Is that what they say? They're out the game? I mean, well, yeah. I guess technically Nanos have been out of Madden for a minute now. Like the old crazy Nanos people used to run, but I mean, I don't know. Like, just pick up the blitz. Like, I don't know what to tell you. like I get frustrated when people send spam ass blitzes towards me, but at the end of the day, I mean, either pick it up, learn the blitz, try something different. Like, if somebody's blitzing, it's definitely a way to counter it. Like, it's definitely a way to counter it. You just got to think outside the box.
Yeah. Yeah, how about like with this year's overload blitzes, you gotta block a running back the way the blitz is coming and slide your line away from it. It seems counterintuitive, but in the end, it makes sense because your running back goes the opposite way of where your line slides. So it does take a little bit to know and know how Madden works. So it's definitely like a weird thing because you think you'd want to slide your line towards the blitz. Texas, what do you think about Nanos being out of the game? Were you a fan of Nanos or not?
No, I don't like anything that just comes in untouched. Because the way I play Madden is I don't send any spam anything. I don't run any cheesy type plays, quote unquote. Like when I play, I don't really make any adjustments. I just pretty much play my zone. If it's cover 3, I'll play my zone. If it's cover 2, I'll play my zone. I pretty much play the game how it's supposed to be played. Now that's probably why I lose a lot. But with the nano detection being implemented in this year's game, I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool. So now guys have to figure out a new way to win games. And they did. They fell in love with overload blitzes. But I'm cool with them basically not being able to get instant pressure on your quarterback. Basically that Mike Scrape nonsense where your 99 speed guy comes in and just tackles your quarterback. I'm glad that's not in this year's game. And going forward, it's probably going to not be any more Maddens.
Yeah. So do you think competitive Madden's going to struggle and because people don't see it as real football? Like, I know we kind of talked about this, but do you think Do you think? All right, one final judgment. Do you think competitive Madden is going to take off, Cullenburger?
Well, what technically is taking off?
Like, do you think it's going to be? It's not going to be as big as the biggest games, but like, do you think it's going to, like, 5 years from now? Do you think competitive Madden players will be? I don't want to say a celebrity. Like, I guess yeah. You're right. I mean, I don't know what the what's the word I'm looking for? How to describe what taking off is.
The growth.
Like, do you think it's going to be huge in 5 years? Like,
In comparison to what? Like, give me an example of
a Hearthstone competitive.
That's
scene,
massive.
or-
Like, do I think it's gonna be that in 5 years? At this rate, no. I mean, like, I feel like to get people caring about competitive Madden, like, to get people already in the community, like you gotta get the people currently playing Madden and active on social media to get them caring about that shit. You gotta have, like, the guys in the tourneys gotta be more active on social media. Like, they gotta get their face out, their brand out, their voice out. They gotta stream, or they gotta do something to let people know, hey, I'm here, I'm playing competitive Madden, I'm nice, get behind me, we got something going. Like, I feel like they gotta do something like that, because the other top games, like the other top competitive games, their top streamers pull in massive numbers when they stream. Like, people really give a fuck about them. Like, Madden, you got Problem that can do some cool numbers. Outside of him, when it comes to competitive Madden, I could be wrong, but I don't know many that really just consistently stream on Twitch. I'm not even saying pulling in crazy numbers. I'm just saying consistently streams on Twitch or consistently posts on YouTube. I can't even think of another competitive guy that does that. Problem, maybe the guys from what's that fucking Madden ebook site place?
Madden Daily?
Yeah, maybe the Madden Daily guys. Maybe them, but that's about it, really. So I just think they gotta be more active. They gotta be more active.
So, Berg, you've been in Madden a long time. How come you never got into competitive Madden?
Ain't no money in it.
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
there
Like,
really is no money.
I saw
That's
somebody
it.
ask, I'm at that, and I think he said it's like too stressful. Like, I think he said that it was too stressful or some shit. Like, with YouTube, he gets paid if he wins or loses. It don't matter. Like, I don't know. Like, it's not worth the stress, the headache to just constantly I don't know, grind Madden. Like, this year they actually have some tourneys with some money in it, but years before, there wasn't no money in that shit.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. I mean, but like you said, like, with competitive players, like, building a brand, like, with your brand, and if you made a run at competitive Madden, don't you think you'd bring in a bunch more people that are going to root for you?
I mean, that's cute and all, I guess. Like, what are you saying? Like, are you saying big picture, or are you saying it would be a good idea to build my brand, or what? What are you saying?
No, I'm saying, like, yeah, just like a cute idea for you,
Like
to make
a
run
cute
at
gimmick to run with. I'm gonna be the best Madden dude out there. I mean, it's a cute idea, I guess, but like, I don't think many people give a fuck about who's the best Madden player. Like, I could be wrong, but I don't think many people just genuinely give a fuck about who's the best at playing Madden.
I would have to disagree. I think a lot of people care about, Problem being the best. I see a lot of internet arguments about who's the best Madden player and who's the GOAT and who's here and who's not. It's definitely grown, though. I mean, if you just look at Problem streams numbers, he's up over 1,000 now, whereas last year was like 100 and some. So it's
1,000
definitely grown
what?
for him. 1,000 Twitch at consecutive or concurrent for viewers.
Oh, I mean, he could pull 1,000 last year. He could, he got some cool numbers last year. I mean, yeah, like, Problem name, it generates heat, it generates buzz. People love to see him win. They love to see him lose even more. But at the end of the day, he's the only one that has any, in my opinion. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, please let me know if y'all know any other competitive Madden guys really out there trying to carry that competitive Madden wave. But other than him, I don't really see anybody trying to really carry it or push it or bring it to the forefront. I feel like they're there for the money if they win, and if not, that's really it. Like, nobody else really be grinding the social media aspect of it. And that's
So do you think it's more? Oh, sorry. Go on.
and that's and that would probably pay off more than the fucking tourney winnings if you grind the social aspect of it, get your social numbers up.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I guess the tourney winnings like basically pay off to the social number. Like you talked about Mo, and a lot of the guys that won have just become instant celebrities in the Madden scene. Now, whenever they stream, they can get decent numbers. But
Is that true?
like Mo, when he streams, or when I see tournament games being streamed, they instantly have like 300 viewers.
Yeah, tournament
just
games
from, like, a brand
do
new...
cool, but like, what about just like a regular stream, like just a regular stream? Like,
I would have to check. I don't know off the top of my head. I think Mo gets well over 100 at once, and he doesn't stream much though. But you're right. I don't actually know. Texas, do you have any idea?
Nah, I don't watch those guys. So I'm so useless when it comes to my opinion on the competitive scene with these guys. I don't know anything about them. But that's kind of their fault though. I'm not gonna take the blame here. Like, be a bigger name, be a bigger star, be Josh Norman, be Antonio Brown, be somebody that is entertaining enough to make me know who you are.
So, Berg, let me get your opinion on this. If you were starting a YouTube channel right now, do you think it would be a better idea to go out there and try to get your personality out there, or be a competitive Madden player to build your brand through that? Like, or what matters more for YouTube, personality or skill?
all right, I'm gonna answer the first question. Would it be a better idea to you say build it through competitive or build it with your personality?
Yeah.
I think starting out competitive might be the wave. Like, let's say Madden 18 comes out and you want to start YouTube. If you think you're nice, your best bet is to put out some shitty tip videos, because shitty tip videos gain traction. Like the shitty tip channels, they always eat when Madden first dropped, because dudes looking for those shitty tips, them shitty blitzes, them shitty plays, so they can get their shitty scheme
Money
going.
plays.
Yeah, like, get you a channel that spam out money plays 10 times a day. And, you know, that's the best way to get some traction in the Madden scene. Now, in general with YouTube, you want to push your personality, you want to push your brand, you want to push everything about you. But if you want to get some traction in, like, the Madden shit, you got to push out them shitty tip videos.
So that's my plan next Madden 18. Nice, thanks, Berg.
Be great.
Gotta get out my shitty tips. So I'll do that. And so then, I mean, generally, what do you think matters more on YouTube? Not through all games, not just Madden. Personality or skill? I think you kind of answered it earlier.
Oh, yeah. I mean, personality, 100%. Once again, I don't know many. I can't think of too many games. I can't think of too many games where skill is why everybody's tuning in. Like, oh, what an insane skill play you made. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't watch tons of gaming YouTubers, but the ones that I watch, they aren't big because they're the best at the game. People fuck with their personality. So, yeah.
Okay. So who's your favorite YouTuber to watch?
Shit, me? I don't know, dog. Like, me, turn on some ads, click some ads, let that bitch roll through. Set up a playlist.
Put on a playlist.
Yeah, like, favorite YouTuber to watch though? Who I be watching? Oh, I be watching like hip hop channels and shit about music, fitness stuff. I don't really watch too much gaming shit. Chase Money's a good one. Chase Money's a pretty good YouTuber. I mean, I can name off some big YouTubers, but I ain't really about to do all that nut ass shit. But yeah, I might just watch the same shit everybody else be watching. Like, if you watch them, I probably watch them too.
Nice. Texas, what about you?
I really watch the same core guys, but usually the guys that I gravitate towards are going to be dudes that play games like Fallout. So my favorite guy right now is Al Chestbreach. I watch him every chance I get. So it's just because his personality's dope. Not because he's good at Fallout, even though he actually is like probably one of the better Fallout Let's players of all time. But like, his personality
of all time,
dog, he's great. Mods and shit, like he knows what he's doing.
Bet.
Check him out.
So like, because that's a single player game. How do you judge the greatest?
Yeah.
What you talking about? You not playing Let's Plays, dog? You got some guys. He's the greatest. I mean, he's the
greatest of all time.
I mean, but he plays like he's been playing Fallout basically New Vegas for like the part of 4 years though. Like I feel like he's only YouTuber still doing that.
Oh, he playing Fallout Vegas still.
New Vegas, yeah, mods and shit.
Damn,
like
he gotta be the GOAT.
Yeah, that game's so old.
Yeah, that shit old as fuck.
So, Berg, what would you say is the secret to being a good YouTuber?
Adjusting, adapting, being liquid, you know, just going with the flow, going with the trend. Like the biggest YouTubers shift and adjust to every trend. Like Cash Nasty, good example. He grinded that 2K shit, but now you see him, he can post anything, hop on any and every trend because he set his channel up like that. And that's what all the big guys do. PewDiePie, KSI, fucking anybody you name it. They can adjust and incorporate the trend into their brand and what they do and make that trend relevant to their audience. That's what the biggest and best YouTubers do.
That makes sense.
box
Like that's why we saw 1,000-degree knife from every YouTuber a couple weeks back.
Yeah, like it was cringy, it was spam, but the trend was hot. That guy was doing insane numbers. So if you're halfway decent at YouTube, which I'm not, you freaking incorporate that stuff into your channel and make a trend relevant to your audience. That's what the biggest and best YouTubers do.
Are you going to? I saw you did some vlogs. Are you going to do some other stuff besides for Madden or sports games here in the future?
For what? What you mean?
Like, I don't know, adapt your channel at all? Or? I know you said you don't really.
You said like do what? Do what? What are you talking about?
Like vlogs or I don't know.
You say do more
other
vlogs?
Things? Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna post a nut ass vlog soon here. I'm posting it late as fuck, but that bitch might be up by the time you hear this shit. But I'm gonna post a vlog from the Packers game soon. I'll be posting more vlogs. I don't even know, man. I don't even know.
Okay. All right. Like, do you hear back from your audience like, hey, do more of this or do more of that?
What in terms of vlogs and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think some wanted to see another one, but that's just because like they like coming to the comments to make jokes and shit. But yeah, like they wanted to see another vlog and shit.
Yeah. I'm really a fan of the fans of you because like in your streams or something, it's just I don't know how to describe it, but a lot of shit talking and stuff. It's kind of fun to be in there, and I know that's why you get a lot of crap out. Hey, Berg, when's the next stream though? And it's well deserved. But I kind of want to talk about a couple more. What's that?
Nah, keep going.
All right, I just want to move on to 2 more topics I got left, and then sorry for keeping you so long. So we got the new player experience in Mut. I recently started up a new account. I went into online games with the bronze team, and I got matched up first game against a guy with some elites, nothing too terrible, but basically a team full of elites. And then the next game I go against a guy with I think it was like a 98, like his top 3 were 98s. Like, do you think Madden should pay more attention to how they treat their new players to the Mut mode? Texas, I want to hear from you. Texas.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
I legit was reading this article. I'm sorry for I'm sorry.
No.
I was reading this article for the Madden Mascot from Tequila. My fault. This to ask me the question one more time.
So do you think Madden and Madden Ultimate Team needs to pay attention more to their new player experience and the guys that are fresh into the game, like the guys that wanted to go into online games right away?
I do and don't think they should, if that makes any sense. I feel like if they're going to focus on the new people, it probably should be with probably trying to introduce them to the game slowly with like a different mode for head-to-head. Maybe like, I don't know, maybe focus on them with like a salary cap mode, like try to get them over there into doing that, because that's going to help you with your elo score. But I don't know, it's weird because like you want a new account and you're playing the game against those teams, obviously. How come you were getting matched up with them? Because didn't they say it was going to be based off of the elo rating?
Yeah,
is that what they said? So I'm so confused that actually makes sense. Then
what's elo?
So elo's like a skill-based matchmaking where like based on wins and losses, it gives you pluses and minus for points. Whereas like last year you matched up based on your division. So when I started in rookie second, I matched up against guys in rookie second. Now that's not factored into the equation for head-to-head matchmaking anymore.
So what's the point of still having rookie string and all that stupid shit?
I think it's just rewards.
Yeah, rewards. So that's why you can match with a guy in all Madden while you're in rookie string, because it's based off of how your score is with one another.
But it seems so messed up. Why would I go against why would you go against God squads if it's based on elo?
Yeah, so that's something kind of is weird there. So because before the game first came out, like they focused on like placement testing of placement. So like if it puts you in a certain tier depending on how good or bad you were in this game. And so you creating a fresh new account, and if a guy gets the game today and wants to do the same thing, I feel like you should probably try to steer them towards a different mode in order to get their skills up to par if they're not good. Like just maybe tell them to play draft champions, maybe tell them to play salary, something that's not going to go against a fully stacked team. And I feel like they're not doing a good job of that because they haven't updated draft champions like 7 months, it seems like.
Yeah. Berg, do you have any thoughts on that?
I don't know. Like, I didn't know that Seasons was elo. In terms of facing stacked teams, I can say if Seasons isn't elo and you just play people in your ranking, I'm still like a rookie on both PS4 and Xbox. Like, I don't play Seasons at all, so I'm still in rookie string like a stacked team, I guess you could say. So, I mean, It might not be Elo, but if it's Elo, I don't know.
Okay, all right. Well, that makes sense. I mean, it does kind of suck because like last year in 16 when I started the team, I was going against gold guys. So there's many different like teams that are that low that are just starting this time of year. So it just seems weird that it's matched up. But one last thing, team of the year. I kind of want to talk to you. Like, what are your thoughts on it? Did EA do a good team of the year promotion, Berg?
With my experience, I don't really care for it simply because my packs are trash. Yeah, my team of the year packs are trash. There was nothing but a bundle full of fucking collectibles. I mean, the set was there. They gave you kind of like a guaranteed team of the year, but that's still $50 for a guaranteed team of the year player. So I guess the packs and sets, I thought that shit was kind of weak. I didn't really care for it. The players themselves, I don't know. Like, I don't really like players if they don't match my team chemistry right now, and a lot of players didn't match my team chemistry. So overall, I don't really care for the team of the year promo. I don't know. I don't really care for chemistry as much either. But yeah.
Okay, that's fair enough. Like, how would you rate it versus the other promos we got this year? Like, which one was your favorite promo so far this year?
Ultimate Freeze promo was cool. Yeah, because it was so many good cards on both sides of the ball. But the honor, like, chemistry just fucks everything up to me. Like, I don't really like chemistries. Like, it complicates the simplest shit. Like, it should be a really simple game mode, but then they throw in those chemistries, and, like, that's where you get one overall upgrades on cards. Because, like, you got to add the chemistries to really juice the cards out. Like, I really don't like chemistries, and I really, like, I guess outside of Ultimate Freeze promo, I didn't really fuck with any of the promos either, to be honest with you.
Okay, what did you think about... I got a couple questions to follow up on that. What did you think about that Moss glitch in the Ultimate Freeze promo?
I was mad I couldn't exploit that bitch. Like, I wish I was up mad and exploiting that bitch. I would have been exploiting the fuck out of it.
Fair enough. And then I think you have a pretty unpopular opinion there with the chemistries, because generally what I've heard this year, a lot of feedback from people that they like the chemistry. Texas loves it. I'm a fan of it.
I be seeing Texas chemistry videos. Like, I started watching his chemistry videos so I could learn what the fuck chemistries is. But even with getting the hang of it, it's like I'm putting people in my lineup that I don't want to use just for the sake of maxing out the chemistries. And then some of the chemistries are trash. Like, that Des Bryant came out. The Team of the Week one came out with a Dallas Chem and a Deep Threat Chem. The Dallas Chem is pretty much an O-line Chem. Like, that's a garbage Chem. And then the Deep Threat Chem is pretty much a quarterback Chem. Like, it has, like, one receiver stat on it. I think on, like, both tiers, 1 or 2 receiver stats. Like, those Chems are fucking trash. Like to me, some of the Chems are just trash. That's another thing. Like, I don't really fuck with Chems. Like, the Seattle Chem is good. I think the Lockdown Chem is good. But a lot of those chems are trash at the same time, too, in my opinion. Like, I don't know. I don't really fuck with them.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think they do need to look at those chemistries for 18. Texas, what are your thoughts?
But the chemistry, it is frustrating as well as kind of satisfying when you finally get your lineup complete. I think the thing that people keep saying most when I'm doing these videos, and they're to talk to me on Twitter, is that they hate chemistry but also love it at the same time. Like, I like it because it keeps me active. Like, I'm not pulling packs as much this year because the packs are trash. And like Berg said, as a YouTuber, you got to adapt. So I used to pull a lot of packs, upload the videos, good or bad. Now I'm trying to find something else to do, and I'm really enjoying making these chemistry lineups. So even though it's kind of annoying at times when you're trying to build the perfect lineup and you got to spend that extra corner, you got to wait for that one particular card to come out, and the guy you get of a pack's not who you need. When you finally get it completed, actually, I do like that and that feeling. It's kind of like winning a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So I do enjoy the chemistry.
I agree with that too. It's definitely a love-hate relationship when it comes to them chems. But like, I'm really hating it now because that Des Bryant that dropped, I finally maxed out his chems, and I was looking at it. I was like, yo, these chems are trash. The Cowboys chem is an O-line chem. The Deep Threat chem is a quarterback chem. I can't even juice this card up. Like, it's trash.
Yeah, I think I completely agree with you there, Cullenburger. That Dez card was kind of disrespectful to Dez. And I will say, I think there's something coming with chemistry, with team chemistry specifically, maybe some solos, because they've been giving like every single card released, it's team chemistry. So I feel like they're building to something. Like, there's a master plan with those team chems, because there's no reason to give Dez that team chem.
I mean, well, a lot of the team cams are good too, in my opinion. To me, the Cowboys one is just honestly one of the worst ones. Like, unless you're getting that Cowboys O-line, like that cam is trash for running backs, it's trash for receivers, it's trash for quarter. It's a really trash cam outside of O-linemen.
Yeah, because I mean they made it when the game launched, and the only really great players they had on that were the
the elite O-linemen. So
it was all the silver Lyle Collins and gold right tackle. So it worked out then, but now they got to kind of add more things to affect the skill position since they're gonna start adding to those particular cards.
Yeah. Anything else that you guys want?
I want to hop back on the Team of the Year thing. So I like the Team of the Year promo, but I don't like how they made the cards so hard. He got the pro packs. So I'm not too sure how many bundles Berg bought when he pulled packs, but I seen dudes buy 3 bundles and not pull one Team of the Year player.
That's disgusting. I bought 2.
You bought 2, and I pulled one Team of the Year player out of the pack. But imagine like being so lucky to pull a Team of the Year player out of a pro pack. Like, that's crazy. You're buying a bundle, which EA explicitly stated that it gives you increased odds because you get 4 chances out of the collectibles in order to pull one. So it basically means our pro packs, if you pull one, you're the most luckiest person in the world. Now imagine you pulling a Justin Tucker or that punter out of the pro pack. Like, that's so disrespectful. Like, it made Team of the Year basically this year a promo basically just around money, which again, when you run out of good ideas how to make money, what comes up next? A lot of bad ideas. And that's just pretty much proof of what's going on.
I don't get that though. Like, I feel like they can make more money if they made packs more rewarding. Like I don't get that. Like, why just shit on packs? Like, no way that makes the market any better. Like, no way. Like, no way you make more money with putting out shitty packs where everybody thinks the pull rates are trash. Like, no way you make more money that way. Like, I don't get that approach to the shit. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's weird how they do their economy. They keep making the pulls worse, and everybody gets angry at it. I think it's turned a lot of people off Madden. Like you've been saying, like, have you ever thought about doing, Toke had his little Jimmy account. Have you ever thought about doing a pack protest, Cullenburger, or not?
Pack protest for what? Like what would that accomplish?
To get better odds. That's hopefully that's what it tried to accomplish earlier this year.
Like, that little Jimmy shit, I don't really think it accomplished anything. Then, like, most YouTubers just got behind that shit because, like, they thought better packs, maybe better views for them, or maybe more people playing Mutt. Like, that was some nut-ass shit. If I did a pack protest once again, that would accomplish nothing. Like, I've seen Wazit for years say that these packs are trash, All that does is come off in videos as you're upset, you're bitter, or some stupid shit like that.
Play something else if you hate the game. Yeah, stuff like that. So
yeah,
you can't complain about something because it's weird. Because like if you pull 2 leads out of a pack opening, complain about it. The one guy that pulled 1 will get mad at you. I only pulled 1, so be happy.
Yeah, like
no,
some guy that just started
let's both
his
complain.
Ass team be like, oh man, I could have used those base elites. Stop complaining.
Yeah.
Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, that was a trash pack. That was $100 pack, and I got 2 5K elites. Fuck are you talking about?
So yeah, I just kind of wish.
Yeah,
go ahead. Sorry.
Anything else you guys want to chat about?
Oh, and last thing on the back to the Madden Mascot thing. Madden Mascot. Madden Turf. You can't do an unbiased review when you're again chastising them for trying to scam kids. Just if you don't do that again, just focus on the macro as opposed to the micro. Because that's all I gotta say. Because that stuff still kind of annoys me. Like, stop using kids to justify your argument.
Like, do you think YouTubers have a responsibility to promote like good things, like, or positive messages? Texas.
Well, I feel like you promote something that fits in what you're doing with. So like, I wouldn't be on here promoting a mattress. That'd be kind of weird. So because I'm streaming a lot, I got a loot wear sponsorship. They send me clothes. I wear clothes on streams. If somebody wants to buy, they can buy in link description below. That fits what I'm doing. I'm not going to promote something that doesn't affect me. But with the website, with the Madden Mascot, if I promoted it, my demographic is mostly adults. Now, they may kind of be lower, but my demographic, when I checked, is between 18 and 34, majority of my views come from. So this site's kind of targeting that demographic, I would think. So it's not exploiting kids. It's trying to get people to go to the site. So I think you should probably promote something on your YouTube channel that fits with what you're doing. That's why I promote Madden coins. Why I promote that website, the MVP draft, because it's kind of ties into what I'm doing with the sports stuff.
Yeah. I mean, like, so other YouTubers and streamers and whatnot have like G2A's sponsorship, which is known to rip off developers. That's how they do a lot of their business model. And so, do you think, like, because you're taking money out of like EA's pocket with your coin sponsor, do you have because you're streaming and doing EA's game, you don't think you have a responsibility to kind of I don't know what's the word I'm looking for, kind of work with EA and not do that kind of sponsorship?
I mean, I didn't promote coins for like 3 years and they never fucked with me. So like, I don't want to be like, yo, they should have called me and I wouldn't have done it. I mean, I gave them opportunities to try to work with me, but they weren't trying to work with smaller channels at that time. Now they're trying to reach out to smaller channels and people on YouTube, I guess, to not to control the message, but to, I guess, influence your decision making.
Yeah.
And so,
well, go on.
No, I'm just saying. So that's probably that's good now for the channels coming up that are trying to build a relationship with those guys that have control down at EA. They maybe get them down there to get their feedback and stuff. But before, like me and Swami are on the same sub count, and none of us were getting any recognition. Now Swami's out there, and he's actually a game changer. So like, it's kind of cool that they're actually reaching out now to guys with smaller sub counts as before. It was just a bunch of major dudes that are going out there, guys with at least 200,000 subscribers or more. That's pretty much all they looked for at the time.
Like Berg.
Yeah, well, Berg, Anto, QJB, and I think that was pretty much it until Togue hit the scene.
Okay. So Berg, you were a game changer for a while?
I was never a game changer. I went out to
What are you
EA
talking
once,
about?
and that was it.
Dog, you, Clickwood, Ryan, all y'all are game changers.
I was never a game changer. What are you talking about?
Yeah, we got Ronku, dog. Y'all were game changers for like 5 minutes.
Ronku isn't a game changer. Ronku was
No. I'm pretty sure Clickwood said he got an email saying that he was a game changer because Ronku dissolved into the game changer program. So you were technically a game changer.
Okay.
Like, you were technically.
Technically, tons of people are game changers now, but now I won't know game changer. Like, what? What are you doing?
That's fair enough. So I get what you're saying there. So you don't, because I mean, we've all used this game to kind of build a brand. Cullenburger. What do you think, Berg, about coin sponsors? Do YouTubers have a responsibility to the game developer that helped them grow their audience?
They didn't help them grow their audience. Like what? Like, what do you mean?
Well, I mean, the audience is based on people searching for Madden content and the game that EA develops.
So what are you saying?
So do the YouTubers have a responsibility to the game developer to like kind of not promote things that are ripping off their game?
I mean, does the game developer have a responsibility to the YouTuber to, I guess, I don't know, stroke their ego in return and hook them up with shit and do shit for them?
Does the YouTuber have a
No,
responsibility?
does the game developer have like a responsibility to the YouTuber to take care of them and make sure they don't want to promote a coin site or some shit?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Like, what's the give and take there? Because should the developer help the YouTuber because they're helping promote it? I mean, it's a fair point. I can see what you're saying. Like, because both sides benefit from the YouTuber and the promotion. So, that's a good argument. Anyways, anything else you want to talk about, Cullenburger?
Do y'all think that they should update the playbooks in Madden?
Like more than once a year?
Yeah, like they never update the playbooks. And I saw Rosebo tweet this one time. He was like, Madden, or like, he was like, competitive Madden is trash. This is a terrible paraphrase, but he says something along the lines of like, he was talking about competitive Madden, and he was saying like, how like all the quote unquote good people now just bought all the good schemes. Like if you're good at Madden, it's when the game first drops, not right now when everybody has like the same scheme or like knows all the schemes. Like, do you think they should update the playbooks to where you have plays that the team is actually running this current football season, and that way people have to stay on their toes when it comes to their schemes and stuff? Because once again, like, the Madden meta doesn't change much. Like, people might introduce a new formation, try out a new formation, put a new wrinkle into the meta, but the meta at its core is pretty much still the same, and people's schemes really don't deviate much throughout the year. Like, your scheme isn't going to change much. Like, people ran split clothes like the entire year last year. Like,
yeah, like
some people still run split clothes now. Like do you think they should update the ebooks? Because Rose, he had a fire ebook when like Madden first dropped, but I mean, when people get their hands on it, like everybody knows the scheme, and like I don't know, like I might have worded the question wrong.
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying. Texas, do you have any thoughts first?
I'm thinking like maybe they should like instead of update, they should take some plays out. Imagine that. Imagine going into a tournament, they take some plays out.
Yeah, that's
Oh
another
my
way
God.
that they could post
That would be
the
so
tournament.
funny. Like, oh, you gonna run this fucking play the entire time? Nah, it's gone. Nah, it's gone. Just take it out of the playbook. It just don't replace with anything. That would be kind of interesting to see.
Like, or in Hearthstone, they do it where you can ban classes. Say if competitors can ban formations from their opponent.
Okay, that's actually I didn't think about that because that would be cool to see. Because a lot of plays, like you said, NFL teams run, you just don't see over here in Madden, and I think that's just because they probably don't want to put it over here to make it overpowered because they got to do a lot of this stuff testing wise. So Dime Flat Gutfosh brought this up last year how it was like really overpowered, and this year they couldn't figure out how to make it work, so they just removed it.
Yeah.
So I don't think they can update playbooks based off that without testing it extensively, and we already know the quality assurance is not the greatest. So for them to do that, it'll probably require a huge effort, which they probably don't have the budget for.
I mean, but even then, like if something became extremely OP, like it's like 3 months between each tourney. Like within the first month or two, like people would know like what's OP, and like some dude up on YouTube would put it up for the quick views, like the OP shit in the new playbook. So I feel like if it was something crazy OP, they could just, like you said, take it about the playbook for the tourney, or like let the tourney guys know, hey, you can't run this formation if you're running this playbook in XYZ.
Yeah, that makes. I mean that'd be kind of cool actually. I like that. Like, oh well, I remember reading that tweet from Rose Bowl. If we get back to that, I think he said that's why he no longer streams because he feels like he said I quoted him as saying he's embarrassed by the games now that he plays. He doesn't feel like he's as good because he was the champion in 25.
Yeah,
but like how good players are. That's really the difference. I mean, those players in the competitive scene right now are good, but the players that are good at innovating schemes are not necessarily the players that are best running them. So there's two different skill sets there between creating and executing.
True, but at the same time, like I don't know, like his scheme that he put out at the very beginning of the year, fire ass scheme. Like I don't know, like I feel like someone that knows how to create a scheme and mix these plays up to where it's dominant should be good at Madden. But that's not the way Madden works. The way Madden works is guys buy all the ebooks, study all the blitzes that's been out, and at this time of the year, like it's damn near free for all in my opinion because everybody knows what's good. Like everybody knows what's good, so maybe the margin of error is just super small, and it's kind of damn near like what Tex was saying. Like anybody can do this shit this time of year. Like,
Yeah,
it's just a matter.
Last year at the beginning of the year, Vic beat Problem. Because Problem knew any of the blitzes,
Exactly.
Anything. It was a cover 3 beer the entire time. Vic would just exploit the fact that he knew how to stop it. And now if they play the same game, like Vic would probably get flooded. And Vic's a really good player. It like everything you said, everything right now is the same.
Yeah, like
There's
everybody
no
knows
barrier.
everything. Everybody knows. So like, it's damn near plug and play out. Tex was saying, and like that might hurt that esports shit. Cause like when you watch Madden guys play now, you probably thinking, man, I could have beat that dude. That was a trash read. I could have made a better read. Why am I watching this trash? He doesn't even know how to run this shit. I know what he's trying to run. Like I don't know.
Yeah, no, it makes a lot of sense. So you think? I think that's actually a great idea and that's kind of like, you know how you talk about these overpowered plays, like you know how Madden developers patch the stretch and stuff based on like how many, like we can see in game, and Madden developers have this for every single play in the game, how many yards per play are gained. So like they can see the stretch was averaging 9 yards per play. So they nerfed it. Like there are these other overpowered stuff that everybody's running. Like Madden developers can just nerf that during the middle of the year, and like you say, add stuff. I think that's a wonderful idea. But do you think they're gonna do that?
Once again, I don't have a direct line to the developers. I don't know what the fuck they doing.
Well, Berg, with your social presence, I mean, it's you got you're one of, I don't know, 4, 5 people with this kind of, I want to say, power in the Madden community to affect that kind of change, for getting people to listen to you. So I feel like you could be able to reach out.
I think you might be reaching a little. You might be reaching a little. I don't know.
You don't think anybody? You think a lot of people have more influence than you do?
But nah, I'm just saying that I'm like, reach out to who? The EA dudes? Like, what are you saying?
Yeah, tweet them, DM them.
I'm sure the motherfuckers get tweets all the time. Like, I don't know who the fuck to DM. I ain't got nobody from EA to DM. Who I'm a DM guru?
There's him. There's a bunch of developers that I follow on Twitter. There's a whole bunch of them.
I don't follow all them nut ass developers. I don't even know who the fuck they are. Guru got a mean DM curl. He'll curl the fuck out of you. Like, that's a lost cause. Like, nah.
Yeah, but a lot of I can get you a list of them. There's and they respond pretty frequently too.
Even then,
their developers are pretty good on.
Like with people doing like people do like wish list videos and shit like that. Like, isn't that their job to like better the game? Like,
yeah, but I mean, sometimes you need some feedback from people. They're not going to be able to have all the answers themselves.
You might be right.
I mean, the bigger the audience, the bigger the person, the more likely you get a response. I mean, people were bitching about pack odds for a while. Then Tote comes in with Little Jimmy. All of a sudden, Little Jimmy was here as our solo challenge.
Little Jimmy shit. They had a kumbaya, a powwow. They made up over that shit, and Pac still remains shitty.
But they listened though. Like maybe
they
listened. Man.
They pacified his ass.
Lil
and they
Jerome,
kept it moving.
Lil Jerome, Lil Jerome.
Lil Jerome ain't about to get no more love. He
Lil
not
Wayne?
gonna trend.
Lil Wayne?
Niggas not gonna give a fuck about Lil Wayne either.
Okay.
Like,
but there's a specific pack guy at EA, and maybe he's like, nah, fuck him. Yeah. And then, but there's other things that we've gotten actually changed in Madden, by our feedback. Like, I don't know, it's something so minor, like the chemistries in the auction house. Remember how you had to scroll through a whole shitload of them before you get to the ones you want.
Yeah.
Gave some feedback, and they switched it up for us. And we're like, oh, that's pretty freaking cool.
The only thing I ever seen change was Tex getting Marquette King speed boosted. That was it. Like, the only thing I seen change in Mut ever. Like, the rest of that shit gone with the wind.
That shit took forever too, but they weren't trying to get him a speed upgrade.
Like, Dion's 6 foot in Mut every year, but if you check any site, it lists Dion as like 6'1". Like, they still don't give him that inch. Like, Mut AIDS as fuck.
But then they make somebody like Leonard Floyd. Apparently, he's not really 6'6". He's like 6'3", but he's 6'6" in Madden.
What?
Yeah, that's what somebody was telling me on my YouTube. They're like, "Yo, he's not that tall," but Madden made him 6'6" because they just wanted to.
No way.
That's what I was hearing. It could be rumors. It could be fake news. Donald Trump talking about all that all over the place right now. Fake news everywhere.
Oh
shit!
Shit, you're right.
He's 6'3".
Wait. Wikipedia has him as 6'6". NFL.com has him as 6'3".
Yeah, he has him at 6'6".
Huh.
So yeah, it's kind of a weird thing. Like, they just do whatever they want to at times. You have no control really. The Marquette King thing got changed because E-Rock helped me out. It wasn't gonna happen unless E-Rock texted Andrew Hoffman and let him know what was going on. So appreciate you, E-Rock, for doing that.
That's the thing. You gotta be on the good side with one of them EA dudes to even have them thinking about something. Like, Tokubo on a good side with them EA dudes. So like, of course they gonna think about it. But like, motherfuckers, they don't be giving a fuck.
I don't know, Berg. I think you're underestimating yourself. But one last thing. So Mut Guru, I saw, started a YouTube channel, and it kind of got brought to, like, we had Team of the Year offense one week, and the next week we got Team of the Year defense. And Team of the Year defense wasn't on Muthead for an entire week, so that way YouTube or Guru could put out a YouTube video building his personal brand on the Team of the Year full defense. Yeah. Now, do you think so? Guru is now doing the same job as about dozens of other YouTubers showing off these new cards in video format. Yeah. He switched from writing the blogs that we really love that EA does that nobody really does to making YouTube videos. Like, what are your feelings on that? Texas, I want to hear from you.
The YouTube thing, I'm just weird. I'm confused by it. I know Guru has relationships with the Muthead people, so I wonder why
Muthead and EA work closely together.
Yeah, but I think Guru and I think Rockets, I think they're really good friends. So it's kind of weird that he held off and telling me I want to make a video for YouTube. And then got all those cards on his account just to do a overview of their overalls. I think it's kind of cool that he's doing that. I just don't know how that's going to affect things in the long run. If he's going to be doing that the entire time, where he's basically going to be the number one source of information for Madden, because he gets stuff early if he wants to. So if he wanted to get the NFL honors cards, all of them on the team, he could do that next week or so, because that's his job. Like, he's Well, actually, it's still his job. I thought he got a promotion, so I'm not even too sure what his job description is anymore. Because before, it makes sense. If he was doing this when he was doing the Twitter stuff, when he was basically the social media guy, that makes sense to do that. But right now, I'm kind of confused on why all of a sudden he's making this transition over to YouTube based off of his promotion.
Yeah, they're basically doing the same. He's doing the same thing that dozens of other YouTubers already do.
Yeah, which he could have been doing a while ago.
How do you
why
know
is he
he
doing
got a
it now
promotion?
though? Well, because that's what
they announced it.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah, he announced it on his Twitter account.
Yeah, and he's also not the Twitter guy no more for Madden Ultimate Team. Somebody else. Berg?
What?
Okay. Yeah. So, yeah. I thought you had something else to say. But, yeah. So, yeah, he got promotion. So, I'm just kind of confused. Like, why now, though? Like, why all of a sudden now he decided to go ahead and make this effort to be
going to YouTube. Yeah, and I don't like so. All right, here's my grand conspiracy. You know how EA likes their monopolies. So what they did, and this is out there, they took their football rights monopoly. This year they decided to go with Muthead as the sole source of Madden information. They cut off their stream, so MutRank and other Mut Manager and other websites that were based on the EA, the API for Madden. Died. They're dead. Basically gone now. So Muthead is the main source for that, so they're monopoly there. So now Guru is starting up his YouTube channel, and EA at any time could tell any one of us to shut down our YouTube channel. So maybe Guru, with all these new cards, with the new news, builds up his personal brand, then EA drops the hammer on the rest of us saying, no, that's the only guy who can do Madden now, kind of like Nintendo does to their stuff. What do you think of that grand conspiracy theory? Berg?
Y'all clearly thought probably a little bit too much about the shit. I don't know. Like, that sounds like some nut ass shit. I don't know, dog. I don't know. In thoughts about Guru's channel, it's cool. I think it's funny when he do the titles. We got XYZ. Like, I think that shit's comedy. But I don't know. I mean, good luck to him. I don't really feel no crazy way about it. Like, I didn't know that it was a conspiracy theory going on about it, or like it was drama about the shit. I don't know.
No, that was just me making it up.
That was your crazy ass. Okay.
Yeah.
You got too much time.
He has some merit in what he's saying, though. There's some validity in that. Like, technically, gaming, we don't own the game, and we post content and make money off of it, which is not allowed. So, I mean, if EA really wanted to. I mean,
so, y'all say EA is just going to be like, all right, let's cut these guys
no.
off. Let's sign a roster of YouTubers. Let's sign our game changers. Let's sign QJB, Toke, Anto up. Guru, get your channel going. And you guys are going to be our YouTube all-stars. Y'all say that's what they're trying to do.
I don't know.
I don't know either. But, hey.
Just saying it's a possibility, like Nintendo does.
1% chance, man. People. Means it's possible.
Yeah. It's EA, so. All right, that's the last. That's what we're gonna wrap it up on, I think. Unless you guys have anything else you guys want to talk about.
I am good.
That's great to hear. Berg, anything?
Damn. Nah, I don't really think so.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much for being on, Berg. I love your honesty and your straightforwardness with a lot of this stuff. I love your old perspective on Madden Mutt. You kind of been an OG here in the community, so I appreciate you coming on. But have a great night, guys.
You too, man.
All right, take it easy, Texas. See you, Berg.
Yeah.